first look at the AIS. If I can get the box open. I just have it here today to see what I'm going to do for installation purposes, to see where it'll fit. So that's step one. Take it home with me again tonight and start reading the instructions and the manual and everything. It was programmed by Defender Marine, where I purchased it from. So it should be set to go. They kind of said it was sort of plug and play, so we'll see. There we go, out of the box. Lots of connections to make here. This is a Ray Marine AIS 700. It has a built-in, it's got the built-in antenna splitter, which will be interesting since I already have an antenna splitter, but we'll see. We do already have an AIS antenna on top of the mast, so that part's done. Yeah, it's cold. It's a cold, rainy day down here today for mid-March. Time to start working on the boat. Actually, I've been working on it off and on for a couple of weeks now, but just small little projects here and there. Got to replace one of the stanchions. That's my task for this morning, and see if the piece that I got fits. So off we go. Always a work in progress at this time of the year. Complete mess, but there are probably 6 different projects down there that are sitting waiting to be finished. It is a cold, windy, and wet March 29th here in northeast Wisconsin. We actually have some pretty good wind out of the north. As you can see, we've got some whitecaps out on the river. Winds are coming right out of the north, or northeast, putting some pretty good rollers coming right down the river here this morning. Believe it or not, it was 55 degrees here yesterday. That's northeast Wisconsin. Well, it's time to go to work. Work on a project indoors this morning. At least it won't be raining in there. All the masts are laid out on this cradle here, but it is a very tight squeeze working in there. And our mast is the one that is right there, the one on top. So it was easy to get to, but you needed ladders to get at it. Well, the boatyard is starting to come to life. They've got the docks in. Water is still pretty low, but it's gradually coming up. It's, well, to be honest, this is about as high as I've seen it here over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Oh, well, extremely frustrating day here, but job accomplished. Got everything finished that I needed to get finished with rewiring of the mast, and also running the old halyards and everything back through the mast in the right position. This all had to be taken apart, disassembled, and the wires and halyards and the topping lift, this little line on the side here, all had to be rerun. Always frustrating working through the mast. I had to use the fish tape several times to get things through. They would get bound up inside and twisted, and it was just a mess. But it's done. The wire is back in for the masthead light, and the halyards and the topping lift are rerun, so they're all set to go. I do have to change out the Genoa halyard, and then also I took the one of the spinnaker halyards off last year in order to clean it and repair it. That needs to be rerun again, but I'll do that once the mast gets outside. That won't take very long. So, frustrating day, but it is done. Got a new masthead light installed, and got a little bit more work to do on it yet, but it is essentially installed. I'll come back tomorrow and test it, run some power to it, and see if if it works. It did the other day before I sealed up the covers and stuff, so it's an easy test, and if something's not right, it's easy to fix at this point. Nice day down here on the river for the early part of April. Again, the docks are in. It looks like they're getting ready to launch a boat over here, so things are picking up. Lots of activity will be starting here soon. Down here at the boatyard on Good Friday afternoon in April. As you can see, most of the winter storage stuff is out. They're getting closer to getting me to a point where I'm the only one left in here till we come out in a couple of weeks. So onward and upward, progress being made. Another miserable job done. No, it actually wasn't so bad. Changed out the toilet. So we now have a new toilet, but relatively easy to put it together. It's just kind of messy. We got to clean everything up around it and all the rest. So new toilet. So one of this year's projects has been to finish varnishing the teak. Last year we did the rub rail or the toe rail around the edges. This year we're doing the seats, the stern seats back here. I took home, took them apart, took those hatch covers off and took them home and did them at home. Gave them, I think this has 4 if not 5 coats of varnish on it. That's the project now for these other side pieces and hatch covers. Doing the same thing. It's like 60 degrees down here today, so if it's that, or it's supposed to be similar to this tomorrow, so I may start varnishing tomorrow to get this other project done. I cleaned the wood with a teak cleaner first, just gave it a light brush on and wipe off, and then did that the other day. Today is a very light sand. So the wood on these seats is very, very thin. It's probably a little more than 1/8 of an inch thick. So varnishing or sanding, you can't really sand it really vigorously. Just need to give it a light sand to prep it for the varnish, to kind of open up the pores a little bit and get it ready to receive the varnish. So that's what I've done. I will clean it up here in a few minutes when I'm done with the sanding. Put another quick little coat of teak cleaner on it, wipe that off. And then it should be ready tomorrow to varnish, assuming that the weather holds. It is a cold, wet, rainy day here in Green Bay today. Today is actually day 2 of the draft, April 25th. I don't know if you can hear the rain on the building out here, but it's coming down pretty good, nice and loud. The rest of the family's off at one or more draft day events. It's day 2 today, so they're off partying somewhere. I'm down here working. Got some of the work done on the side of the boat. Still working on polishing other and waxing other parts of it. But coming along a little bit, slowly but surely. Again this year using the 3M Light Plus wax formula. Love this stuff, it works great. Nice shine so far. Maybe I'm getting old, but this is more work than what it should be, but not bad. I'm not complaining. I'm down here working on the boat. Gradually getting cleared out in here. At least I got enough room or space for me to complete, I think, I'll be able to reach all of this to complete the outside of the buffing and polishing of the port side here. So, getting closer. Looks like we'll be coming out next weekend or sometime late next week or early the week after. So, be able to start cleaning up the deck and the hull and start preparing to paint. Always fun. Getting closer to being back in the water.
Sanders doesn't fall to the fifth. As OJ used to end in his tweets, I'm just saying. For one final time with me, let's get updated on everything on world sports. Here is Pete Carter. Infinity Sports.
Well, finishing up the second coat today of the varnish on the seats. The boat is outside finally. Now the work begins. and I'm on the clock. It is the 10th of May, 2025, and we are working on the boat. It's all the varnishing is done now. The port side has been polished and waxed. They're going to start the starboard side tomorrow, but it's outside and going to be going in the water soon, hopefully. Well, about halfway done, maybe a little more than that, on polishing, waxing and polishing the starboard side. Doesn't look too bad. I don't think I'm doing as good a job this year as I did in previous years, but still looks okay. Getting closer to being done and launch time. Got all of the polishing done except for about a quarter of the starboard side. Got a little bit more work to do on the prop, and then I've got to do a little sanding on the bottom and then paint the bottom. Other than that, it's ready to go in the water. Still have some additional work to do on the mast, but that won't take too long. I just got to switch out some halyards. I bought a new halyard last year and I got to switch that out. So, and another one needs to be changed as well. So getting close. Hopefully we'll be in the water here in the next 10 days or so. And then hopefully there'll be enough water for us to be able to go up to Wave Point this year. Boats are already going in, and several have actually already left to head up north for the summer. A little early for us yet. It's still a bit chilly out here. The water in the river is up tonight. That's an encouraging sign. We need it to be probably about another 4 to 6 inches to be ideal for us, or at the low end of being ideal. But I think if it stays at this level, we should be okay. I plan to take a run up to Wave Point either tomorrow or Friday to double check the water level up there. But again, looking at the way it is right now, we might be okay. Again, it's kind of touch and go at this point, but it's encouraging that it's coming up rather than going down. Oh, extremely windy down here today. I have a hard time painting. Got to be up on the ladder to paint, but get blown off the ladder, literally. Supposedly we have winds down here of 30 to 35 right now. done painting for 2025. Unfortunately, I only got a chance to put one coat on. Took a lot more paint than I thought. For some reason or other, my recollection from last year was I could get it done in a can and a half, but it actually took 3 cans to give it a good solid coat this year. So only going to do 1 coat. Hopefully that should be good enough to get us through the year. Should be. It's been a lot of time and a fair bit of effort, but all necessary to get her ready for launch for the season. There's a lot of things that can only be done when the boat's out of the water. Thankfully, those things are done. She's ready to launch.